Okay, so if you are ready, let's start. So you are ready, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Good. So before actually starting the relative clause grammar, let me ask you, what is the relative clause? What do you know about relative clause?
A relative clause, like a complex sentence that consists of who, that, which, whose,
Yes.
and it's like it's used to define the noun that precedes them.
Yeah, good job.
And
so
to
it
make
defines the
sentences
noun.
brighter.
Like,
And
for
interesting.
example, the girl who did this homework, for example. So the girl and who. Who is referred to the girl.
And
Yes,
also
yes.
relative clauses is used as a connectors. We connect sentence.
Good job.
Sure.
Yes, yes, good job. So Sagdulay, how are you?
I am okay. What about you?
Okay. Oh, good, thank you. So we connect two sentences, yes, according to Sagdulay. Yeah. Okay, good job. So what else? And that's all, yes?
If I'm not mistaken, there were types, but I don't really remember them.
Yes, there are two types of relative clauses. Good job. You are not mistaken. It's correct. Okay, good. So now let me explain you. So most of you know about it. So what is a relative clause? So for what do we use relative clauses? So the first one, to join two English sentences. So as Sagdullah said, we join two sentences by using relative clauses. The next one, to give more information about something. So when you use relative clauses, this means that you give more information about the noun or about the object of your sentence, okay? So these are the two main rules. For instance, let's look at the examples. The first one, I bought a new car. It is very fast. So how many sentences are there?
Two simple
There are,
sentences.
yeah, there are two sentences. So now look at the second one. I bought a new car that, or which, is very fast. Now we are doing what?
We're connecting them.
We'll connect.
Yes, good. By using actually relative clauses, we are connecting two sentences. So I bought a new car that or which is very fast. So next one. Now, as Jasmine said, so the relative clauses are divided into two parts. The first one is defining relative clauses. The second one is non-defining relative clauses. So what is defining, what is non-defining relative clauses, we will cover in the next slides, okay? So now, any questions regarding this one?
No.
No.
Martina,
Yes, Jasmine.
my teacher at school always said that which we use when, потому что то с чем-то сравниваем. В остальных случаях нужно использовать that. Is it true or not?
Что мы используем, когда мы сравниваем? Который which or?
Which, да.
Which? No. No, when you compare, you don't use which. So that is used, look, which you use when you actually describe a noun, yes? When you describe something. We have also who, yes? Who is used when you describe a person, when your subject is a person. And we have that is used for both. So when you describe a thing and a person, in that cases, you can use that for both one. Understood? So which is not used when you compare. So which is used for just things when you describe the things, the noun which is a thing. Okay, defining relative clause. So what is a defining relative clause? Now let's look at the rules. So what does it tell us? Defining clause tells us which noun we are talking about. So from its name, you can see that it defines a noun, okay? So it tells which noun you are talking about. So it describes a noun. Now look at the examples. The first one, I like the woman who lives next door. So who refers to what?
Woman.
Woman, good. So it is describing your noun, yes, woman. Now look at the meaning. So if we guys don't say who lives next door, so this sentence, then so the person who listens to you don't know which woman, which noun we mean, which noun you mean, okay? So if you like exclude this part, so who lives next door, so that person who listens to you doesn't know what kind of woman are you talking about. So which means this sentence is describing to the listener the woman who you are talking about. So the noun, the person. Understood?
Yes.
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 Okay. So now let's continue. In defining relative clauses, so look, defining relative clauses, the relative pronoun can be the subject or the object of the sentence. So in defining relative clauses, so relative pronoun, what is a relative pronoun, guys?
Who?
Yes,
Who,
who, which, when, why, these are the relative pronouns. So the relative pronoun can be the subject of the sentence, and it can be also the object of the sentence, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any questions regarding this one?
No question.
No.
Okay. Now look at so here the list of relative pronouns, the main ones, actually I included. So which, you can see where, that, whose, yes, when, and who. So these are called as relative pronouns. Most of the students don't know the name of those words. That's why I included them, okay? So now you know it.
Can we include to pronouns what too?
Pronoun what to?
Yes. What? Just what?
Yes, you can. You can. Now look, let's continue. Okay. So now for what we use those relative pronouns, guys, look at the first example rule. So you can use who, which, or that in defining relative clauses. So these are the actual list. And now look at them. Who is used for people. So as I told you, who is used when you describe the person. Next one, which to define things. So which you use mostly when you are defining the things, when you are actually describing the things. Now that is used for both of them. So for things also and for people also you can use that. Then we have where is used for describing places. Yes, good job, places. Yes. Okay. So now look at the next one. The relative clause can come after the subject. So guys, in your sentence, the relative clause, so which, when, who, they can come after the subject in your sentence. Okay, in that case, when the relative clause comes after the subject, so you cannot drop the relative pronoun. Okay? So you know, yes, what is the relative pronoun? So you cannot drop relative pronoun when your relative clause comes after the subject. Now you can see from the example.
What does it mean, the word drop? Это опустить имеется в виду?
Yes, drop means like you delete the word. You get rid of the word. Okay? Okay. Now look at the sentences. So clause after the subject of the sentence. So as we told, we cannot drop. So now you can see from the example, the people that live on the island are very friendly. So now guys, from this sentence, can you actually drop this relative pronouns? Who, that? Here in the sentence.
No.
Is it possible to drop? No,
Yes.
because it is somehow illogical, and the structure of your sentence will be like broken. So the people who or that live on the island are very friendly. So here the relative pronoun cannot be dropped. So now look at the second one. The camera that belongs to Julie is over there. So here also you cannot drop actually what? The relative pronoun.
No. The camera belongs to Julie. It's over there. Why we cannot?
Look,
exclude?
The camera belongs to Julie is over there. So here you are actually making more sentences without any commas, without anything. Because here, if you say like this, the camera belongs to Julie, is over there. So this is actually the second sentence. Yes, yes. So if you put here the comma, or like if you put here actually full stop, in that case, you actually dividing your one sentence to two. So it is divided to two. You can see from this one, look, the camera belongs to Julie. It is over there. So here we have two sentences. If you get rid of this one, in that case, you have to make two sentences. But if you want to make just one whole sentence, complex sentence, in that case, you cannot exclude which or that.
Okay.
So next one. So here, guys, the relative pronoun is defining the subject of the sentence. So what does this mean? So these relative pronouns are describing what?
People and things.
The subject or
yes.
the object.
Yes, so here they are describing the subject of your sentence. These are the subjects, yes? The people, the camera, this is subject of your sentence. So these relative actual pronouns are describing the subject of your sentences, okay? Now let's look at the next one. What if your relative pronoun is the object of your sentence? So what happens in that case? Let's see. So in the previous one, we had the relative pronoun, which is subject of your sentence. Now it is object of your sentence. Look at the rule. So in that case, guys, it is possible to drop the relative pronoun. So in that case, so if your actually relative pronoun is the object of your sentence, so the rest part of your sentence can be dropped. You can exclude. For example, look at the example. So she loves the chocolate, which that I bought. Now, guys, you can exclude this part and the meaning doesn't change. Look, she loves the chocolate. That's all. Because your guys here, the pronoun is the object of your sentence. That's why. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So next example. John met a woman who or that I had been to school with. So John met a woman who that I had been to school with. So here also it is possible like to drop the rest of the second part of your sentence. So John met a woman. So the meaning doesn't change. But you can include this one also. But if you exclude, the meaning doesn't change. So it is possible to drop the relative pronoun here. So then non-defining relative clauses. So now let's talk about non-defining relative clauses. So in the previous slides, we talked about defining. So now let's come to the non-defining. So what is the non-defining relative clauses? So it gives you guys extra information about something, but you don't need this info to understand the sentence. So as from its name, you can see that it doesn't define anything. So it gives you just extra information about something or about somebody. Okay, so in that case, you do not need this part of your sentence in order to understand the whole meaning of your sentence. Now let's look at the example. So from the example, it can be like more understandable. Look at this one. I live in London, which has some fantastic parks. Here, guys, everybody knows about London, yes? So what is London? So this is a country. And so info about parks is extra here. So information about parks also extra here. Why? Because if you get rid of this sentence, if you exclude this part, so the meaning doesn't change. So about London, everybody will know about London. So without this part also, okay? In that case, therefore, it is non-defining relative clause. So your meaning of your sentence doesn't change. Got it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So next one. You cannot use that in non-defining relative clauses. Guys, in the previous ones, we could use that, yes, in the defining relative clauses. But in non-defining relative clauses, you are not allowed to use that. Just exclude that, okay? Now you will see why. So then use which for things and who for people. So as we talked in the previous one, we can use which for things and who for people. And next one, it is impossible to drop the relative pronoun in this clause. So guys, here in these clauses, it is impossible to drop the relative pronoun, these ones. So for example, which cannot be excluded here because if you exclude here which, just only which, so the meaning will be like strange, weird, okay? So just remember this ones. Any questions regarding this slide?
Oh,
No questions?
No.
no.
Good. Now look at the examples for non-relative clauses. So the first one, my boss, who is very nice, lives in Manchester. So what is extra info here? Which one? Which part?
Who is very nice?
Who is very nice?
Who is very nice.
Who is very nice? Yes, who is very nice? Here, extra information, and therefore it is non-defining relative clause. And guys, when non-defining relative clauses come in the middle, you have to put commas. So you see the commas, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So next one, my sister, who I live with, knows a lot about cars. So which one here is extra info?
Who I live with.
Knows a lot
Who
I
I
live
live
with.
with. Yes, so this is extra info about my sister, yes?
Yes.
Now look at the third sentence. Yesterday, I called our friend Julie, who lives in New York. Now, guys,
Who lives in New
which
York?
one?
Who lives in New York?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, good.
extra information.
Yeah, this is extra information. So you don't need this information. Even without this information, you can know who is your friend, yes? Who is that person's friend. So I call it our friend Julie. So without this info, also you can know who is Julie. So here also, my sister knows a lot about cars. So without this sentence in the middle, also you can know who is the sister. So here also. So these are just giving you extra info about the subject or the object of your sentence. Okay. Any questions regarding this one? So where, when, why, who. So these are the relative pronouns, guys. Yes? Okay, now let's look at the examples with those relative pronouns. Look at the first one. I live in the city where I study. So where refers to which sentence? Word. To which word? City.
Where?
City. So it is describing. Yes, it is describing.
place.
Where I study, I don't know.
Yes.
City,
So
right?
where
Describe
refers to,
city where I live.
yes, it is describing the city, the place where you live. Okay, good. So next one, I live in the city which or that I study in. So what is referring which and that?
City. City again.
Again, city, yes. The woman whose car is Tesla is coming tonight. So the woman whose car. So whose refers to a woman. Yes, good job.
Miss Madina,
Yes.
if the relative pronouns stand at the end of sentence, it means that we don't have to use comma, yes?
If it comes at the end? No,
Yes.
if it comes at the end, so in non-defining relative clauses, before this one you put comma. Not after, before, just before, one comma. But if it comes like in the middle, two commas. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So any questions regarding these ones? How we use it, for what we use it?
No.
All of the things are understandable. Okay, good. Okay. So guys, if you don't have any questions regarding the grammar part, which we covered today, so we will continue. So again, I'm asking, so do not hesitate to ask any questions regarding the grammar or something else. So it can be beside the grammar also, the questions. No questions?
No.
Okay, in that case, let's continue. Now, guys, I prepared for you some tests, visible or
Visible.
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 Okay. Okay, good. So now let's look at this test. So let's do it together. So the first one, who wants to read? Any volunteers? I need volunteers.
Can I?
Yeah, Ghalib.
Healthy people are often happier than people who are not fit.
Okay, the answer is happier. Good job. So the answer is B. Yes, next one, Asad Bek. That's my answer.
Tom has gone to the match and so does Nick. So has
And-
Nick.
And so has Nick. Okay. So this star is for you. Okay, good job. So next
Miss
question.
Martina,
Yes, Jasmina.
in the chat was written the question: Can we learn a complex sentence in the next lesson?
Complex sentence.
Yes, in the chat it was.
Ah, yes. Okay, so we covered complex objects. Yes, and next lesson you want to cover complex sentences.
Not I, but in the sentence it was written.
Rana, you want to have complex sentences? So to learn how to write complex sentences? Okay. I think her audio is not working. That's why she wrote. Okay. Yes. Okay. So in that case, yes, we will cover complex sentences. Next lesson, I will prepare like some rules, some important rules, some grammar exercises for you. Next lesson, we will work on this one. Okay. So any more questions? Concerns? Yeah, very interesting. Okay. I'm also very interested in that one. Okay. So next one. The house was very quiet when I got home. Everybody who wants to read had gone.
Yep.
Okay, good job.
Yes.
It is D1. Nice. So next question. Who wants to read?
Can I?
Yes, Yulda Shmatova?
Most people in Britain work from Monday to Friday. Schools, colleges, and universities are also closed on Saturdays and Sundays.
Good. The answer is C. Yes, you are
Yes.
saying. It's correct. So this actually star is for you. So now let's move to the next ones. Diana, can you read this question? The first one.
If it wasn't so cold, we will take the child for a walk.
We would take.
We
will?
Would.
Look, this is in the past simple form, yes? So here also you have to put past simple form, yes? In that case, would, yes. The answer will be would. So let's see. Yes, it is would. Okay, now let's look at the second one. A little girl, yes?
A little girl comes up to her mother and asks if she may go to park with her friend.
So the answer is A, yes? Correct.
Yes.
Good job. So next one, let's continue. Okay. So here we have like the ready answer. So whether a particular species of bird migrates depends on
B1.
On a number of factors. Yes. On a number, yeah, B1, it's B1. Okay. So Alimov, can you do second?
The boy, a newcomer to the village, had much little friends here.
Little?
No.
Few.
Any.
No.
Any.
Any?
Few.
The boy, a newcomer to the village, had any friends here?
No.
I think it's
B.
Few. Okay. Yes, now we will see. Let's look. So the correct answer is B1. Yes, it is few. Why few, guys? Because few means like little number, yes, small number. So the boy is newcomer, therefore he has small number of friends. So few means small number, and it is used for countable nouns. If you say little, in that case, little is used for uncountable nouns. Yes, it also means like small number, but it is used for uncountable nouns. That's why you cannot use here little, okay? So few is the correct answer here. Understood, Alimov?
Yes.
Good job. Okay, nice. So next one. Boys, Said Akbar, can you read this question?
Can I?
Hey,
Said Akbar.
can I say the mouth?
Samandar, can you read? Samanda?
May
Sagdu life, okay.
can you tell me where was the nearest hotel?
Okay, Yusuf Bek told the answer. Okay, where is the nearest hotel? Can you tell me? So which answer is correct?
A.
B1.
Can we say that's D?
D?
Yes, Yusuf Bek, Aziza, you are right. So the correct answer is D1. Yes, can you tell me where the nearest hotel is? So now let's look at the answer. Yes, it is D1. Good job, guys. So this star is for you. Okay, now let's look at the next one. So look, Sagdullah, you told the answer A1, yes? Why you think it is A1?
Because where is we change into past simple?
It is not reported speech. It is like direct speech. That's why you don't change here the actual tense, okay? So it's like direct speech. So if it was like reported speech, in that case, you could change. But here, it looks like direct speech. Alimov, what you told?
No, not question.
Okay. So next one. Bill was used to let's
Can I?
Yes.
D1.
Leave.
Yeah.
Guys, it is not used to, it is be used to.
D1.
To be used to.
To living.
D1. D1.
Living.
Being leave it.
No.
D1. D, not the B.
D1. Leave it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Living.
Okay, let's see.
Miss Malika, what is the difference between be used to just use it?
Living?
Now I will explain. Look. A1, yes. Bill was used to living in the country. So what does this mean? This means accustomed to. You know what is accustomed to?
It's like adapt.
Привыкать. Yes, be used to, guys, is used when you accustomed to something in the past. When you accustomed to something in the past. For example, look, Bill was used to living in the country. So this means that Bill was accustomed to live in the country. So he eventually accustomed to living in the country. So, and the formula, if you pay attention to the formula in be used to, guys, you have to use a verb ing form, not ed, not just verb. So verb, it should be noun or verb with ing form. So you can say, I am accustomed to new manager. So here new manager is what? Noun, yes? I am accustomed to new, I am used to new manager. I am used to new manager. And so this means I accustomed to new manager. So be used to means like accustomed to something. But used to, you use just used to when you talk about your past habits. For example, I used to smoke a lot in the past, but now I don't smoke. So my habit is left in the past. So it is just used to. And with just used to, you use used to plus just verb. So you don't change the verb. Understood?
Yes.
Or should I explain like by writing or doing something with like graphics?
No, it's understandable.
No? Okay. Okay. So next one. Who wants to read? Any volunteers?
Can I?
Yeah, Jasmina?
I am quite free this evening, so I can take care of the baby instead of you.
So the correct answer is
G.
A1.
G.
A1.
A1.
G.
A1.
A1. I think A.
Okay,
I
now we
think
will
G.
say, wait. D, okay. So Rano
A1.
thinks it's A. It is A1. Okay, guys, now let's look. So I'm quite free this evening, so I can take care of the baby instead of you. So what does this mean? I can. So this means like I am able to take care of my baby instead of you. So can means able to. But if you put here have to. So I have to take care of the baby instead of you. What does this mean?
It's like a question and very rude.
It's a duty.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, if you put
here you
have
just
to.
suggest to
Yes.
propose.
Yeah,
But
if you
should
put
do it.
Okay, yes, good. So if you have to, if you put here have to, so this means like you are not able to, but you must. Yes, it's like you must, it is your obligation. Yes, but here the first word is referring to like ability. Okay, so you have free time. This means if you have free time, you are able to take care of your baby. Okay. So next one, she sank the woman
who
helped
helped her to find the house he had been looking for.
B1.
B1.
Correct. Next one. Okay, the doctor has so patients.
So many.
Wait.
So more maybe.
Many. Okay.
So
we will
many.
say.
Many.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, it is many. So it is C. Correct. Good. So next question.
D.
Which answer?
B1.
B1.
Yusuf Bek. You think it's A. No, Yusuf Bek, it's not correct. So Siawara, it's correct.
B.
You will see, yes. So the correct answer is B1. Yes, Nafisa, you are also right. So we have seen the Eiffel Tower. So this is, guys, reported speech. Yes, we are reporting the first sentence. We have seen the Eiffel Tower, she said. She said that they had seen the Eiffel Tower. The first thing we have to change what? Pronoun, yes? We is changed to they. Next one, we have to change the one tense to the one tense past. So the present tense, yes? So here the present tense is present perfect simple, and we change it to the one tense past. So we change it to past perfect simple, okay? So any questions? No. Okay, homework, guys, will be related to today's grammar. The previous homework will be sent to you tomorrow, today and tomorrow, okay? So I will check and send you because I received it yesterday. And today's grammar part homework will be sent to you today. I hope you will do it because you are like very hardworking guys. And I hope that you enjoyed the lesson very well because I myself enjoy it as usual. And thank you for participating in the lesson. And if you don't have any questions, I will give you break time because time is almost up. And enjoy the break time, guys. After this break time, you will continue your lesson with Miss Malika as usual, okay?
Okay, Miss Martina, thank you for the lesson.
Yes, Safiya, you're welcome.
Do we send our homework to you personally in your account or to Real Science Note?
I will send to your personal channels and to the group also.
Where should we send the homework then?
You should send to Real Science Note. Then they will send it to me.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And how?
You are
welcome. You have to write in
paper.
Yes.
Papers? If you want, you can write on papers. If you want, you can write on the document format. So Word, yes, you know what is Word document. If you want, you can write on the Telegram and send also. So all options are possible.
Okay,
it doesn't matter, yes. You are welcome. So if you don't have any questions, yes, Jasmina, I'm here.
How much time view the second переменка, break time?
Just 1 hour. So you will start your lesson at 3:30.
Okay.
Okay, good. No questions?
Thank you for lesson.
No.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice break time.
Thank you for the